Hey, everybody, welcome. It's time for our final weekly walkthrough. It is always a crazy short semester when it is not only half a session, but half of a summer session. So, thank you guys for being awesome this semester. We really only have a little bit over a week left. So let's talk about what needs to be finished. And just as a reminder, if there is something that you have not submitted from earlier, that needs to be done before you worry too much about anything else. Remember, it is a writing intensive class, so the papers must be done. It's a Gordon Rule class, so the papers must be done in order to pass the course. So if there's something that you have not turned in, please do that sooner rather than later. And do not hesitate to reach out if you have questions or need help with something. So let's take a look at the calendar first. The week 6 is for working on the drama paper. We do have a discussion board this week as well, which is about making connections between life and literature, or literature and life, depending on how you want to look at it. And then next week, the final is due on the 26th. Um, the 24th, which is Tuesday, would be the last day to turn in anything else for credit. Um, but the final is due on the 26th, which is Thursday. The final is not a traditional like hard test kind of final. It is a reflective final. So as long as you take your time with it and answer all the questions fully, you are going to get a great score on it. But please give yourself a little time to do that. I'd say set aside at least an hour or two in order to finish it all in one sitting. All right, so let's take a look at this week's module. We are, as I mentioned, in week 6. Now, I do have a lecture for week 6. I have not posted it, but I went ahead because I'm not finished editing it, but I went ahead and posted the learning materials page so that it is available to you. You also already have access to the final exam. So if you want to start on it now, you certainly can. Let's look at the other learning materials this week. So I've got some information about drama, a sample paper for you to check out. And then, of course, we've got links back to the citation center and all of that good stuff since the paper is the main event this week. Now, let's talk about the discussion board. I see that several of you have already posted on it, but let's talk a little bit about that. And then we'll review the drama paper criteria as well. So in the literature and life discussion board, I've asked you to explain connections between a work of literature and real life. It can be anything. This does not have to be something that we've read. This can be anything in the whole wide world. I do want it to be something that you have read, not just something you've heard about, but it could be from high school, it could be from anywhere. And then I've got some thought questions that might help you to fully develop this. How can a character's personal journey in a novel spark a reader's passion for a particular career, cause, or lifestyle? In what ways might reading about distant cultures or historical events in literature lead someone to explore those areas in real life? Can a fictional story influence real world values or beliefs strongly enough to change someone's goals or habits? How might that happen? And then how might literature ignite a lifelong interest in a field like science, politics, or philosophy by presenting it through an emotional or imaginative lens? So feel free to explore any of those as we go. All right. Previous is the drama paper, and we've gone over this assignment, but I just want to mention a couple of things. It needs to be at least 3 full pages. And there were a few of the poetry papers that did not meet that requirement. So please do make sure that you are fully developing your information. And there's always more stuff that you can add. If you finish what you felt like you wanted to do, and it's still short, there's plenty of other things that you can do. And there's lots of ideas within here in terms of close reading, what you can focus on, the different focus elements that we've looked at. So please do, if you have trouble getting to the length, please do reach out and I can help you with that. I also want to remind you that Miss Rackley is available to help as well. She recently yesterday posted an update on the drama paper with some additional resources and things like that. She is going to be out of town, but Allison Norton, one of the other librarians, will be available in her absence. So she's got contact information for Mrs. Norton there as well. All right. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy, and keep a lookout. I'll post that lecture soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.